Now, one of the races on the ballot in Jefferson County is the contest for the 252nd Criminal District Court. Layne Walker decided not to run for re-election. Three Democrat candidates, Raquel West, Nathan Reynolds, and Stella Morrison, are seeking the nomination of their party. The winner faces Republican Carolyn Wiedenfeld in November. KFDM's Leslie Rangel is following that race tonight. She joins us live now from the Jefferson County Courthouse. Leslie?
Yes, Greg, and it is cold out here, which may be one of the reasons why you don't see very many voters behind me, and that's been the case around much of the county. Now, the candidates are going for Judge Layne Walker's old seat. He retired in early January after 11 years, and tonight, for the first time in a long time, we could be getting a clearer picture at who our new judge will be. Now, earlier today, I spoke with two of the three Democratic candidates who say because of these frigid temperatures, they are relying on early voting numbers. Laughter seems to be just one way these candidates and poll workers are staying warm outside the Johns Library voting location.
I don't think we could have had a worse weather day today for the election, but hopefully people will still get out.
You need an umbrella, you need a windbreaker, and it's cold.
Both Raquel West and Nathan Reynolds braved the cold today.
Everybody needs a buddy. That's his slogan.
Hoping to sway the last few voters in the 252nd Criminal District Court race.
Been on the phones calling people just to try to get them out in this nasty weather and get them to go vote even though it's raining.
It's good to have the candidate or your workers here just to show that you care, and there are people that have not made up their mind.
And no matter how cold or even if it's just one voter they win over, both have a message for the people of Jefferson County.
I'm going to bring a hard-working administration. I'm going to bring fairness. I'm going to bring justice. I'm going to get the parties together.
I've always worked hard as an attorney, hold everyone's feet to the fire when it's time to go to trial, make people go to trial, and let them know that you're going to be ready to work so that the attorneys will also be ready to work. And once again, the winner of that race will face Republican candidate Carolyn Wiedenfeld in the November election. Now, if Raquel West or Wiedenfeld win, they would be the first female elected judge to hold the 252nd district seat. And we also tried to reach Stella Morrison for comment. She's the third of the Democratic candidates. She did not return our phone calls. Now, to put things a little bit more into perspective, we have Carolyn Guidry. She's the county clerk. She's in charge of counting all the votes and setting up the polling locations. Carolyn, tell us a little, thank you, first of all, for braving the cold with us. Tell us a little bit about how the weather has affected the voter turnout.
Well, it's been a rough day today. We started out with rain this morning, and it was very hard for the election workers to get to the polls this morning, but luckily everybody was open on time at 7 a.m. I think it had some bearing on the election turnout today. It's been slow, but it seemed to have picked up as the weather got calmer during the daytime.
Right, but it still had a little bit of effect. We were talking earlier, compared to 2010, it's much lower.
But looking at the early voting turnout, the numbers in general has been lower. So I'm not surprised that this election day has been lower as well.
What do those lower numbers say about the voters here in Jefferson County?
Well, it seems like we have a lot of voter apathy, because when I look at the 2010 election, we had a turnout of over 27,000 voters. And this election looked like if we reach 20,000, we'll be doing good.
And we were also talking, you said after the polls close tonight, you could still have some additional votes coming in?
Well, of course, you always have the military have an extra 5 days if they're overseas to get their ballots in after Election Day. Of course, if there's any provisional ballots, those are counted after Election Day. And if there's any photo ID issue, those have 6 days to cure after the Election Day. So that will extend the time for the canvassing.
All right, great. Thank you very much. And of course, stay with us on Channel 6 at KFDM, Channel 4, our sister station, for more information. And of course, I'll be closely following the 252nd District Court race. Reporting live at the Jefferson County Courthouse, Leslie Rangel, KFDM 6 News.